Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill by Daylight. Today we're going to be looking at the new PTB patch notes for patch 4.7.0. You know, the patch that everyone is overreacting to. I get why everyone is reacting how they are. Behavior is once again fixing a problem in a way that doesn't fix the problem, but for the most part, I think this is going to be a good patch. I think it's going to be a good one. I like what's in it. I like it a lot. I think the bigger question is, am I just making fun of everyone's knee-jerk reactions to this patch? Oh, hell yeah, I am. I'm going to come up with the most clickbaity title card I can. You have no idea. One that says something like, Behavior killed Demogorgon? Or Behavior murdered Demogorgon? Something like that. It'll have like a picture of Demo with his eyes crossed out, you know, that cartoonish way of signifying somebody's dead. It'll be great. I trust myself to make it great. Or maybe it'll just be dog crap and it'll even be better. Now, I'm not poking fun at any one person. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm making fun of the content creator side of the community as a whole. That's all. Just everyone. Not one person, everyone. You know, the side that Behavior doesn't give a shit about, because if they did, they'd ask you all how you'd make things better instead of listening to Almo and his numbers. Not the greatest way to go about balancing a game is relying on ones and zeros and not the people you support in your Fog Whisperers program. Yeah, don't rely on those people. Totally don't do that. Enough sarcasm. No, probably not sarcasm. I'm being genuine. Cynicism? Is that it? Probably not. Let's go through the patch though. Content, settings, menu. They're replacing all the check boxes with text-based things. You get your choice of on or off. Neat. Analytics tool. No idea. Don't care. HUD. They've done stuff with their HUD. Cool. I guess. Again, it's something I gotta see in game. Nobody's really making a video on the HUD, so I don't know what it looks like. Same thing with the Doctor. They've improved the VFX to improve performance, or they optimized the VFX to improve performance and reduce the intensity of the glitch and madness screen effect. Great. Can you do that with, I forget the goddamn thing. You have to mend. It's the Legion thing, you know, that status effect. I don't remember it, but if they can, like, clean that up a bit, because I hate that effect on my screen. The screen gets darker as you run away from the killer. Fun times, man. The Trickster. I could have sworn they were putting old Tricky Boys stuff in the next bug fix patch, 4.6. Butt fart, whatever the hell the next one is. So I'm pretty sure they said that, but I guess they might just be putting it on the PTB so everybody can play it. And that's it, I guess. I don't know. They increase his movement speed while in the throw state and while he's throwing. Good. Thumb up. Decrease the recoil intensity of angle variation while throwing blades. I think I said it in my Trickster video, the last Let's Learn. This is something I hit my mic. Shit. But this is I have to get my hands on it and feel it. I have to play with it. Because just like reading, oh, they decreased the recoil intensity and the angle variation. Angle variation makes me think it's going in a straight line now. And decrease the recoil means it's probably going in a straight, like hitting the mark every time. I think it was Scott Jund who said, you're not throwing rocket-powered knives. There should be no recoil. Absolutely accurate. So if there is little to no recoil, excellent. But again, I got to get my hands on it. They removed the spread while throwing blades. What? Remove the spread while throwing. Is that not the same as this? Again, I need my hands on it. And nobody's playing the Trickster because he sucks. So nobody's got... I haven't seen a video in my feed of people playing the Trickster being like, this is what it looks like. I don't know. Decrease the blade wind-up time, great. They increased the wind down time. That's fine as well. Increase the time before laceration meter begins decaying. Great! Movement speed in main event. Nobody fucking uses it because it's dog shit. Sorry, let us hold it for as long as possible. That's it. They decreased the cooldown after main event. Nobody uses it because it's dog shit, as I said. Modified the Trickster's laceration meter artwork. Great, cool, wonderful. I guess that's better, actually. I shouldn't be glossing over that. It's more clear when the meter is full versus partially full. It is kind of hard to indicate. It's bright purple on a dark purple background. Not the greatest. They've changed his add-ons. These two are no longer useful because they just made it a part of his base kit. So there's that. Iridescent photo card can now injure survivors at maximum laceration. That's the one, if the laceration meter is full, they're exposed? The fuck is the point of using this iridescent? I don't understand it, unless you can now down injured survivors, because that's a problem I had in the last video. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Your wording? Weird. Twins! Post-release update! Charlotte can now rotate while waking up. Victor's failed pounce. Cooldown is 5 seconds instead of 3. Silencing cloth grants. I don't know what these do, man. I don't play the twins. I haven't played the twins. I don't play the twins. Are these? I'm assuming this is not that terrible because it's punishing you for not using your power correctly. I don't know what these two things do. So, Demogorgon, our murder victim of the day. The focus of the Demogorgon changes to make portals more useful. LOL. A few of the head-on adjustments that look like nerfs are needed to keep their level of power, even considering the power changes. We'll continue to monitor the performance of the add-ons and continue to adjust them in future patches as needed. So right now, the uproar from the community, I guarantee one of these might not make it out alive, but although behavior is very, very stubborn, we must keep that in mind. Traverse the upside down cooldown 10 seconds was 14. When they say cooldown, they typically mean before you can do a thing. Cool. I don't know what that means though. Normal traverse the upside down velocity is now 20 meters per second instead of 17, so it's faster. Undetectable lasts 3 seconds after traversing the upside down. It was 2 seconds, so now it's increased by a second. Hey, guess what? His feet are loud. It doesn't matter. His feet are loud and he roars. Undetectable means nothing to this boy. Nothing. Oh, you suppress my terror stain and the radius. Terror stain sounds like a metal band and sounds like they would be fucking awesome. But you've suppressed my red stain and my terror radius. They could still hear my fat steps sounding like the beat's about to drop in a fucking Deadmau5 song. And my screamy boy scream. They could still hear it. This means nothing. Blackheart reduced the cooldown of a successful shred attack by 20%. Thumb up. That's cool. That's great. Oh no, rat liver, they nerfed it by 4%. This is the big one everybody's having a conniption about. I don't think it's that big of a deal. While you're holding your shred, you move at, I believe, 92% movement speed, which is slower than survivors. You use rat liver, currently, it gives you 9%, so it brings you up to 101% movement speed. So you can slightly surpass a survivor move speed, run speed. Now it's only going to be 97%, so you're barely slower than a survivor now. You went from being barely faster to being barely slower. Okay. Like, alright. I don't know why they had to nerf it. I'll just put that out there. There was no need to nerf it, but it's not a... If they went from 9% to 3%, then I'd be like, this is useless now. That's stupid, but 4%, it's not... I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Rat Tail action speed while opening a portal is plus 25 instead of 50. Rotten Pumpkin, when traversing the upside down, the portal you enter is destroyed. Blood points are earned. This is a neat one because you could have 3 portals set up on various areas, that high traffic areas, I guess we'll call them. And you just have 2 portals that you put at your feet. You go through to get to one area, and it destroys that one you just went through. So you can constantly have 2 portals ready to go at any time when you need to get them. It sounds like a meme thing, but I don't know. I can see myself using it. Barb's glasses slightly increases shred recovery when breaking a pallet. The thing they did is they made a bunch of add-ons that are pretty good. Like, he no longer goes from having 1 god tier one and a couple of okay ones. Now he has a lot of pretty good ones. So I think that's a pretty neat thing. Yeah, you increase they change the speed ones. Increase the rate at which survivors can be detected by Of the Abyss. I forget he can do that. Like, if a survivor is near a portal, an open portal, and you say hello, I forget that's an ability he gets. I forgot that's a thing he can do. Brass case slider inflicts 60 seconds of blindness, was 45. Hey, this is a useless effect. So there. Deer Lung increases upside down traversal speed by 40%. It was 30, but now it reduces your count by 2. Why? Why? That's stupid. That's a terrible... You should have just left it alone at that point. Shows yellow auras of generators being repaired while traversing the upside down. Hey, guess what? You're locked into a camera position. It's not like you're traversing the upside down and you can look around. That's not how that works, homie. So I hope that generator you want to see is right in front of you. If not, sucks to suck. Thorny Vines, they can seal time plus 10% instead of 14%. The detection radius is 1 meter, so that's a nerf. I don't know if anybody really used it. Lifeguard whistle, survivors near activated portals are indicated by Killer Instinct without charging. Hey, that thing I forget he can do, he just does it now. Without me remembering he can do it, so that's neat. Unknown Egg, they had to nerf it because of base kit improvements. Lepros Lichen, that's probably not how you pronounce that, but screw it. Survivor auras linger for 3 seconds after emerging from a portal. That's a really good buff. That's a really good change. I like that one. Red Moss, when traversing the upside down, the Demogorgon emerges from the portal silently, but more slowly. I don't know how more slowly is. I don't know. Also, the subsequent undetectable status lasts for 3 seconds instead of 2. So he doesn't come out of his portal go, "Rah!" and you hear his fat footsteps. You just hear his fat footsteps now. Excellent. Have I mentioned how his feet are fucking loud? And that's the thing behavior probably should have worked on? No? That's weird. I could have sworn I would have mentioned it. Freddy though. Freddy gameplay update. Freddy has been overperforming for a while. He's mid-tier at best. And his game slowdown add-ons are frustrating to play against. Agreed. We made adjustments that should trim a bit off his power level while leaving the core gameplay blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. His power, he now moves at survivor move speed while charging a dream snare, so... Whoopee. Freddy, basically if you're in a loop, you put a snare down at one side of a pallet, you chase them around, and you put a dream snare at the other side of the pallet, and then you commence the chasing, and hope they step in the snare, and they will be slowed down enough that you can smack them. So if you're slower now, they might see that and be like, oh, I can run to the next thing. But you just stop charging the dream snare and you chase them and you smack them anyway. I don't think it's a big change, but it might affect one chase out of every maybe 12. That's a number I pulled out of my butthole, just like Alamo's numbers. Dream snare charges reduced to 5. They were 8, so they took them down by 3. I know they haven't said it here. But they said in their other thing they posted about the PTB, their announcement of the announcement, that they want you to place his dream snares more strategically and not just spam that shit. That's not gonna stop. It's not. We're just gonna do it even more and be like, oh, I had 3 less. Poops. Dream palette charge reduced to 7. Hey, guess what? Nobody fucking uses them because they're useless. So thanks for giving me a reason not to use them anymore. Not anymore. I've never used them. Nobody uses them because they're crap. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Using a clock to wake up prevents going to sleep for 30 seconds. This effect includes getting hit. That's nice. Guess what? Most times when I wake up against a Freddy, it's not by clock, because why would I? It's, let me fail this skill check real quick. So now you actually give me a reason to use the clock. Hopefully you put more clocks on the map, or make their cooldown less, or however the hell they work. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Added a new killer power visual behind the survivor's porch to indicate 30-second sleep timer immunity. Neat. His add-ons. Black box. When a gate is open, the entity blocks it for sleeping survivors for 10 seconds. So Blood Warden, but for sleepies. This is that stupid one where you became obsessed with one survivor and that survivor was asleep all the time and they couldn't wake up. It was dog shit. So now it's actually pretty neat. I like it. Yeah, you just have to hope they're all asleep when they open things. So that's neat. That pairs well with the paintbrush, where they start asleep and they can't wake up unless it's via clock. So that's an interesting one. Jump rope. While survivors are in the dream world, the sound of their grunts are 50% louder. Neat. Okay. Survivors in Dream World, sounds of their gen repairs can be heard from 8 meters further away. Oh my god, it's never being used. Why? Why would it be used? That's not a very good effect. Swing chains. This is I hope. No, they're probably not reducing its rarity, because this effect is actually pretty good. The sounds of their footsteps are 50% louder. That's really good. It's hard to hear footsteps in this goddamn game outside of your own, especially if you're a certain other killer. So able to hear survivors, asleep survivors at least, footsteps 50% louder. That's pretty good. There's not a lot of things in this game that silence your footsteps. Actually, text notes, there's none. Yeah, there's none. So that's nice. I like that. I really like that. Huntress! Her base kit wasn't touched, but they changed a bunch of her add-ons. Beerus Toxin becomes Yellow Cloth. Hatchet Flight, these are the most interesting ones to me. I don't play Huntress. Because, but, like, they have that one as well as the UC Concoction, or it's now Rose Root. 20% Hatchet. You're gonna have hit scan Huntress. Now, 30% flight speed, it's hit scan Huntress, everybody. It's the new meta. They nerfed Iridescent Head in the best way possible, but now it's hit scan Huntress you have to worry about. Core Stone, the grunts of pain from hit targets are increased by 50% until they are fully healed. Stupendous, sure. Targets suffer from blindness for 60 seconds instead of 30. Suck it. Blindness sucks. Stop it. Leather Loop and Deerskin Gloves are now green rarity instead of yellow, so they're really good. They're really good add-ons, so that makes sense. Fine Stone becomes weighted head. Hit targets suffer from incapacitated status effect for 10 seconds. That is huge. That's huge. That was introduced with Victor and the Twins. You basically can't do anything if you're incapacitated. You can't work on a gen, heal anybody, unhook anybody, open chests, work on bones, vault, drop pallet, other things, most notably escaping. Like, if you're playing against somebody who's using weighted head, and you're in the exit gate teabagging and you get hit with that, you can't leave. Sucks to suck. Stop teabagging at the exit gate and just leave. UC Brews now, Wooden Fox, now very rare, grants undetectable status for 10 seconds after reloading. We have a problem here. And it's the same problem with Demogorgon. Huntress has a 45-meter terror radius because of her goddamned hum. Does the undetectable status shut her up? Because if not, useless. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Like, her terror radius is 20 meters at base. You look at that, you go, oh shit, Monitor and Abuse drops out to 12. You got a stealthy Huntress here. No. Nothing affects her hum, which is 45 meters. Change that behavior. Change that, please, for the love of God. Rose Root, 20% hatchet flight speed. Her new iridescent soldier's Putti moves at 4.6 meters per second when she has no hatchets. I guess if you're gonna use it with the new iridescent head, which you can only bring one hatchet no matter what, which is a very good change. Venomous Concoction, exhaustion for 5 seconds instead of 90, because 90 seconds, why? Why? I know in the old days, before I started playing, you could you would recover from exhaustion while running. That ain't how it is anymore, so that's great. On to the other, less interesting stuff, I guess. The hook change. Hey, you know how Pyramid Head's cages work? Yep. That's how it is. They've done small games, new totem counting. Do you guys say it, or am I gonna? Oh no, you don't. This is it. This is the perks. Great. Struggling during the second stage of the hook is now a series of skill checks, again like Pyramid Head's cage mechanic. It kind of makes sense. They changed the Mori mechanic to his mechanic, as well as this now, so neat. My boy is influencing the game. Failing to give any input for 2 consecutive skill checks will instantly complete the sacrifice. That's what everybody was worried about. Because if you're just willing to die on second hook, it means you don't want to play the game anymore. So why should you be forced to play the game? You're just gonna get unhooked, sit there for 5 seconds, and then get put back on a hook and die. So this failsafe is pretty good. Missing a skill check will reduce the amount of time until the entity claims the hook survivor. Again, unless you miss 2 consecutive ones. Or not actually giving any input, sorry. Repairing while using a toolbox now increases the odds of getting a skill check by 5 times. It was 2. So if you're trying to get those skill check challenges, there you go. Bring a sheeted little toolbox. You'll get more skill checks. That's nice. Hatch is opened by key. It remains open for 10 seconds instead of 30. Neat. They did say they are still working on a change to the key system. They have no information right now, but they will keep us updated. At least they say so. Small game. Gain tokens for each totem any survivor cleanses. Tokens reduce cone size. No longer triggers for the totem you are currently cleansing. That's nice. You got those stupid... my fear is they're going to add more cleanse 40 totems challenges, and you're going to be forced to run small game. Or that one that was in, I think, the 3rd tome. Finish the game with 0 totems remaining. That seems like it sucked. I look at that all the time and be like, is the 45,000 blood points worth it? No. Lucky Break is now overpowered, and it's meta now. Now hides scratch marks as well. Duration reduced to 1.5 minutes instead of 2 minutes. It hides your blood stain, and now hides your scratch marks for 90 seconds until you heal up. Like, that, oh god, I hit my mic again. That plus, not Calm Spirit, Iron Will. One of the Jake perks, you know, the one everybody uses, not the other one that nobody uses. So you're silent while injured, and if you're injured, you don't leave blood, and you don't leave scratch marks. I hope that in the future there's a ton of escape chases tome challenges, because now it's super fucking easy. Soul Guard now has a 30-second cooldown between activations. Somebody said that's probably just a counter troll squads of Will Make It and Soul Guard. Just a constant healing cycle. That's fine. Open-handed, increase the R rating by 16 meters. Yeah, survivors may only be affected by one instance of open-handed. Neat, I guess. It was a lower range, but stackable. Now it's just bigger. So that's nice. Xansion Tactics is now always active and range is increased by 32 meters to 32 meters. Okay, I had to play, I did that challenge in the Rift. Hit 6 survivors when they're near breakable wall, pallet, window, etc. while using Xansion Tactics. I was like, oh, the easy play is bring them to Leary's. That map is full of windows and pallets. My eyes hurt after that game because bright red auras of gens and bright as the sun yellow Xansion Tactics. My God, Jesus Christ, that's garbage. Speaking of garbage, bar time no longer requires being in a terror radius to trigger. Duration is reduced to 12 seconds overall. Fuck. That's all I'll say. That's my first reaction to that. Of like, oh, great. I could be halfway across the map, see somebody running at me that's injured. Like, okay, this is an easy down. Smack. Oh, fuck. Borrowed time. Y'all didn't really think this one through. I'm gonna say you didn't think any of this through, and somehow you hit some marks that were pretty good. They redesigned Object Obsession. Whenever your aura is revealed to the killer's aura becomes visible to you, and you gain a 6% bonus to healing, repairing, and cleansing. If you are the obsession, your aura is revealed to the killer for 3 seconds, once every 30 seconds. Increase your chance of being the obsession. This is a neat idea and concept. You can now tell if they have barbecue, or nurses calling, or undying and you're standing near a dull totem. You can now know if they have any of those perks. That's neat. Hey, use this, the new object of obsession, with that Jeff perk that nobody uses because it's dog shit, because it's only usable with fucking barbecue and chili. There you go. They can't see your aura or some stupid bull. Who cares? Man, Jeff needs a freaking perk rework. I would say Freddy needs a perk rework as well, but they completely missed the mark on that one. Bug changes. If Survivor Footstep audio may occasionally become corrupted when injured or hooked. God damn, that shouldn't be a problem that you guys have made. But okay. That's the patch. That's the notes. Those are my opinions on them. I think it's a pretty good patch overall. I think everybody's overreacting to the demo things. I don't think anybody really plays demo. Like, he's good. I like him. I love him. I love my big screamy boy. But I don't know. I don't see many of the people who are making these videos play Demogorgon. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Again, I'm not picking on any one person, but that's all I'll say. Yeah, that'll do it. I've been talking for 30 goddamn minutes now. Yeah. I have nothing more to say. Again, like, behavior has to start using its fog whisperers because you have the likes of True Talent, Tofu, Ots Darva, Dowsy. Some people who actually play the game for a goddamn living and stream it hours upon hours a day, hours upon hours a week. They know the game inside and out. They have thousands upon thousands of hours in the game and know what needs to be done to fix the game and make it good. Just talk to them. Reach out to them. Be like, hey, Demogorgon looking kind of sus right now. What would you guys do to fix him? Fuck, you made a twins decision. You could have called Dowsey on that shit, man. He is a twins main. You could have asked him like, hey, what's the big problem? He would have told you. He would have told you how to nerf him correctly. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Kote. You slipping. That'll do it. I gotta edit this, find a way to edit this. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, hook that like button, more of the subscribe button, bing bong that bell. Gameplay videos will return. There was a slight hiccup in the entire production, but they will return soon enough, so get ready for those. And until next time, I will see you in the fog. Good luck.